or who it is, rather. The HOFer, the Hall of Famer, Shannon Sharpe himself, back for season 2, Stephen A. He's no longer a rookie on this program.
He's not a rookie anymore. He had a good rookie year.
But you know what? I'm going to predict no sophomore slump. Just continuing to skyrocket.
What's up, big time?
Shannon, how's your summer?
Man, my summer is great. It's unbelievable. Life is good. Everything is going swell. Man, I'm excited to be back. I know you guys had a lot to talk about without me, but I got a lot to say today.
Amazing.
Okay. You see Go James at the Olympics, Stephen A?
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. He did look good, though. He did look good. He did look good, though. He did. Goat James. I'll let you call him that today. Goat in terms of longevity. Goat in terms of conditioning. There's nobody better. There's nobody better. I'll give him that.
All right, we got a lot to catch up on.
Your GOAT never looked like that.
Okay.
You better watch your mouth. Don't start no mess now. Just don't start no mess. Michael Jordan never looked like this. Just stop it. Let's go, Molly. Let's go. You watch it. Watch yourself.
All right, let's talk your sport, Shannon. Let's talk a little football here. Russell Wilson, your Steelers, Stephen A., was less than thrilled after his first 5 series with the Pittsburgh Steelers, produced a 9-3 preseason loss to the Buffalo Bills on Saturday night, but he also wasn't concerned. The 35-year-old Wilson, slowed by a calf injury for much of training camp, completed 8 of 10 passes for 47 yards. He also took 3 sacks during 5 scoreless series. Here's Mike Tomlin's evaluation.
We didn't do a good enough job of protecting the quarterback. We got to do a better job in pass protection than we did, not only in possession downs, but just in general. And I was really upfront with the group about it. In that regard, that can't be a problem for us.
How do you feel Russ did, aside from their issues with protection?
Again, it's somewhat of an incomplete study because you just don't get a chance to see him operate or us establish rhythm and personality when you're not winning possession downs.
Pittsburgh's quarterback battle between Russell Wilson and Justin Fields isn't off to the best start. The Steelers have only 15 points through 2 games, and their only touchdown pass was thrown by third stringer Kyle Allen. Shay. Who should start for the yellow and gold? Is it Fields or Russ?
Oh, man, that's a really tough one, Molly. But I'm going to tell you, like my grandmother used to tell my brother and I, when we would ask to go somewhere, she'd say, son, today don't look good and tomorrow's not looking much better. So with all things being said, I would probably start Russ because he has he's the more experienced of the 2 quarterbacks. But neither quarterback looked really good. Mike Tomlin laid it out for you. They have to do a better job protecting the quarterback. They mentioned that Russ has been dealing with a calf injury. But just because of tenure alone, I would start Russ, but there's no guarantee that Russ is going to make it halfway through the season, considering that he didn't look well Saturday night. But none of the offenses looked really well, with the exception of the third-string quarterback, and that's not saying much.
Yeah, by the way, Stephen, I meant to say black and gold. I want yellow and gold. It's Monday morning. Bear with me.
Let me tell you something right now. The Steelers looked awful offensively. They looked absolutely awful. I'm very, very disgusted with what I saw. Let's get that out the way first. Secondly, I get where Shay is coming from in terms of starting Russell Wilson. That was certainly my thought process. I'm not sure how sold I am on that right now. I understand he's had the calf injury and stuff like that. I get that reality. But here's what really resonates with me. I'm thinking about the fact that you took those 3 sacks. You're still holding on the ball a little bit too long. Why are those things relevant? Because that's why Sean Payton couldn't stand them. That's why Sean Payton ran him out of Denver. That's why Denver didn't hesitate to push him out of the Mile High City, even though they owe him $37.8 million. And they're paying it. Steelers only paying him $1.2 million. Okay, and I'm looking at it from that standpoint. I'm like, wait a minute here. You've got Najee Harris in the backfield. You got that brother Jalen Warren. Let's not forget him. You still got Pickens, okay? You've got Freiermuth at your tight end spot. You've got some weapons. But in the end, it's going to come down to your quarterback play and what kind of a threat he is. I'm looking at Justin Fields, who wasn't great. Certainly was starting off the preseason with a couple of fumbled snaps and what have you. They had to work that out, so that really turned me off. He was better this past Saturday, rushed for 42 yards, completed 11 of 17 passes for nearly 100 yards. I get all of that, but I'm looking at Russell Wilson and I'm saying, damn, this is why the Denver Broncos didn't want him. I don't want to hear anything about the calf injury. You still holding on to the ball too long.
Yeah.
That was the problem. And so I'm just looking at it from that standpoint, Shannon, and I'm not enthused. I know that the AFC North is no joke.
Let's get into it right now.
I'm looking at Burrow. I'm looking at Lamar Jackson. I see
Deshaun
what Deshaun Watson got. And you got Amari Cooper there as well, okay? And Njoku and obviously, I'm just looking at them right now, and I'm like, I don't want to ever, and I've never said this before because I believe in Mike Tomlin so much. But the Steelers got last place written all over them, Shay. They got last place written all over them. I don't see how they get out of this, Shay.
You're absolutely right. But you have to understand Russ. Russ has been a guy that's been improvisational. There are very few times that Russ has actually thrown the ball on rhythm. He's a guy that likes to improv, and he liked the pocket to break down, and Russ would run around and scramble and make plays. And now they're asking him to make plays on rhythm, and he's a little slow behind that. But they're going to have to do a better job of protecting him, Stephen A., because at the end of the day, I don't care how great your quarterback is. Without protection, he's not going to be as efficient and as useful as you need him to be. Justin Fields, he just can't turn the ball over, and that's been his bugaboo. The interceptions, the fumbles. You can't turn the ball over in the National Football League because that beats you. You give other teams more possessions than what they deserve. If they earn it, okay, punt the ball. But you turning the ball over, putting your defense, as good as the Steelers defense I believe they can be, if you continuously put them on a short field, you're setting yourself up for failure. But this did not look good, and I don't want to put too much, because, I don't want to put too much on the preseason. It's easy to say that, but what gives you the indication that it's going to look much better come regular season, considering how poorly they look? And I understand, look, you got guys in and out, it's fluid, Stephen A., that's the word you like to use. You get guys in and out of the lineup. Okay, you're going to play this many reps, you're going to play that many reps. But the reps that you play, you want to look good. The Steelers haven't looked good, and that is concerning. And I know Coach Tomlin wants to put a positive spin on it, as he should. But I believe deep down inside, he has concerns about his two quarterbacks.
He should have concerns. I mean, damn. I mean, if you see somebody looking that bad, how can you not be concerned? You damn right better. Mike Tomlin better be concerned. Yeah. Arthur Smith better be concerned. Listen, we know Arthur Smith, what he's been brought to Pittsburgh to do. Okay, Kenny Pickett is gone, Mason Rudolph, and these guys, Mitchell Trubisky, thank God he's gone. Okay, so we got all of that going on. You bring in Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, so essentially $1.2 million in a conditional a third-round pick. We got all of that, okay? You still got Najee Harris. You still got the weapons that I just mentioned a couple of seconds ago, right? You've got a new offensive coordinator. What are you looking to do? You were supposed to have buffered your offensive line. I know your center got injured, but the rookie that's come in there, you're looking for him to do some things. Their offensive line didn't look impressive. Mike Tomlin was absolutely right about that. But you still expect better from a veteran that's a Super Bowl champion, it's a 9-time Pro Bowler that's been around for a long enough time. You expect Russell Wilson to look better than this. And the fact that you didn't see that, Molly, you didn't see that, Shay, it just speaks to the level of slippage that Sean Payton proclaimed he had.
Guys, I get the AFC North and that it's as thick as thieves when you look at those quarterbacks. It's some of the best in the NFL. But Stephen A., it's week 2 of the preseason.
Right.
It's 2 new quarterbacks.
Right.
It's a new offensive coordinator.
Okay.
Calm down.
Well, hold on. That is very disrespectful, Molly.
Please calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down. That's very disrespectful.
It's like
because
a little dramatic.
In all seriousness, we're not going by the preseason. We recognize the preseason. What we're saying is because it's Russell Wilson, the fact that he looks similar to what? Hold on. That he looked similar to what Sean Payton complained about, okay? There's a problem. If I sat up there and I had a problem with your wardrobe or you had a problem with mine, and a month later, 2 months later, it's the same damn thing, we're going to say to each other, what, you going to change up? What you going to do about that? That's all I'm trying to say. We look at certain situations, and we're able to look at you and go like this. That's the same problem we had before.
Stephen
and that's my
he
problem
was with
Russell
a
Wilson.
different team. I'm saying give it a second. It's game 2 of the preseason. He played a few snaps. Relax.
I'm not happy with Russell
Molly.
Shannon, you're the Hall of Famer. You can tell me I'm wrong.
But here's the thing. Molly, we saw some of this slippage in Seattle. We saw some slippage in Denver. We see some slippage again. At some point in time, the common denominator, when you see slippage in play at 3 different locations and it's the same guy, at what point in time do we start saying, well, maybe he's not what he once was? Now, you have Najee Harris, who you did not pick up his 5th-year option. You had the rookie, I think Jalen Warren, I think that's the other running back. You might need to rely heavily on those guys running the football and play action off of that, because Arthur Smith is a heavy play action guy, because when he was in Tennessee, what did he have? He had Derrick Henry. And so that's what he was allowed to do, 2 tight end set, play action off of that. But these guys got to do a better job of getting the football out of their hands, and Russ cannot hold on to the football too long. And Justin Fields, he needs to hold on to it, because he's putting the ball in harm's way, which is the quickest way, not only to get you on the bench, but get you out of there, out of the league. So he needs to do a better job of just protecting the football. Russ needs to do a better job of getting the football out of his hands.
That's a Hall of Fame football player right there that just said that to you, Molly. You heard from a Hall of Fame commentator. By the way, what
You're
the hell
in the
you
Hall
need
of Fame?
Excuse me, I invented it myself. I'm in the Hall of Fame, yes. And then after that,
I mean, someday you will be, but I don't remember going to that ceremony.
What do you need? Well, I wouldn't invite you. But the point that I'm trying to make to you is that what do you need, a Hall of Fame equipment manager to tell you?
No, I'm just saying, so if you're so down, so throw in Justin Fields then. Why are you saying stick with Russell Wilson?
Because Russell Wilson's been around long enough and has experienced enough success to know better.